Alright, good morning. Not sure who I have here with me. It looks like I got at least one watcher. Today I'm going to be building this desktop that is going to be my new editing rig. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do YouTube stuff at the same time as I'm just making sure everything's set up for me while I'm doing this. I was saying, so I can edit my videos, I'm building this new box, and it's a pretty powerful rig. I'm quite excited to build it. Probably should open the rest of the stuff before I start putting anything on screen, because it does have addresses and things on it. So let me open this. This is the beauty of everything so far. Oh, it's sexy. Just so you guys can see what we got here. This is the GeForce RTX 3070 Ti. And this is quite a beast. I did not get scalped. I got this on, well, if you want to consider not paying $1,500 or something like that, sure. But Newegg basically scalps themselves. All the prices on everything have gone up, even on retail sites, and it's just disgusting. Nvidia is the only one that's still selling them at the manufacturer's suggested retail price. And I've got a 3070 Ti Founders Edition from Nvidia in my main rig, but I'm only running 16 gigabytes of RAM, and I wanted to get a nicer setup for that. So I'm gonna pull this out and get this on the bench so I can get all these boxes out of the way. And I don't see the cable. Is the cable already attached? Oh, please tell me it actually has one, because there's not one in the box, unless it's hidden. Nope, no cable. So I'm kind of wondering how I'm supposed to power this, since there's no cable with it. Unless it is hidden in here somewhere. But yeah, there's no, oh, it doesn't use the adapter like the Nvidia one does. Okay, so that's fine. I could power that straight off the, God, that's a beast. I could power that straight off the power supply. Man, that is just, that is monstrosity right there. That is, whew. It's sexy. It's sexy. So I'm gonna stick this back in the bag until I'm ready for it. If I can get the bag open again. And no, I'm not gonna be like Linus. I don't drop things when I'm building systems. So, sorry, I had to take a stab at you there, Linus. I watch you, so I don't know why. I've been doing this for almost 30 years, and I don't even think you're 30 years old. Let's see, we've got AMD Ryzen 5600X, 6 core, 12 threads, 4.6 max boost, 3.7 gigahertz base. This is much faster than my i5 9600K that I believe is a 3.5, 3.6. Now I can overclock it, but the chip that I got isn't completely stable, so I can only overclock it a little bit before it starts crashing. So I'm not sure. I've heard that these stock coolers are really good on the Ryzens. I do have an extra cooler. I don't know if it'll fit that socket. It should fit the AM4. But it will probably provide a little bit better cooling than a stock fan. I don't know. I'm going to do some test on the stock fan first and see what kind of temperatures I get. But it looks like it's a really well built stock fan. AMD is usually pretty good with their fans that they bundle with their CPUs. So it might be adequate enough for this system. I'm going to have all kinds of fans in this, so it's not like there's not going to be adequate cooling. So I'm going to set that aside because I don't need that right this second. We're going to pull the board out. And I know this says a 450, but Gigabyte, and I've seen this in the past, they get cheap on their products, and they relabel the boxes with a sticker. So it says B550 on this sticker, but it shows B450 on the box. So I haven't opened it yet, but I'm pretty confident that it will be fine. This is a very pretty motherboard. It's pretty. Pretty motherboard. So what do we got in here? Nothing. Extra standoff, extra M2 screw, driver disc. I'll set all this crap to the side in case I need it later, or when I need it later. And a couple of SATA cables. And I always keep my motherboard box. That's what I store all my extra cables, parts, stuff like that for a build. That way I don't have to keep 50 different boxes to have my manuals and instructions and all that stuff. Not that I ever use them, but you know, just to have them on hand. I like this case though. It's got a couple of SSD bays that are on the bottom that are really cool. They basically are just a metal flap that comes off. You mount the SSD to it, and then you mount this right back to your case. However it went. Something like that. Aha. And that's how you mount your SSDs in this. So this is a pretty neat little case. I think I got it for like 55, 60 bucks with free shipping. It's a Silverstone Farah R1, and I like the white one better, but they did not have it in stock. Otherwise, I would have got the white one. And this is our platinum power supply. Oh, pretty. 850, fully modular. And this is Sega. I personally never used this brand before, but it had good ratings, so I was like, for the price, I think it was only like 160, 170 bucks. So I went ahead and took a chance on it. I mean, it had thousands of reviews. It's got a 5-year warranty. So it's like, what the hell? I'll try it. And we are still taped closed. So double boxed and double taped. They did not want this coming open. Oh, come on. So we got another manual. Where's my box? I'm just going to leave this on the floor right here, since I'm going to be throwing a whole bunch of crap into it. Throw the extra cables from the power supply. because I really don't need all of that inside the case. It's just not necessary. So I'll set these aside. Got my other cables. Oh, it comes with zip ties. That's quite nice. Oh, excuse me. And then a nice and safely wrapped power supply. And one of the things I saw was that it was an 850, but it was like one of the smaller footprint power supplies. I mean, this thing is packed into a small little box. I've seen some that are larger. Yeah, this is a nice little power supply from what I can see so far. Looks like a 140 millimeter fan. All right, so we have all this. Oh, and you can't forget, gotta have that Arctic silver. Oh, you gonna help me build a PC there, kitty? Oh, don't sit in the motherboard box. Goofball. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, oh, there it is. I'm going to mount the M2 and the CPU before I try to put this board in. Cat's getting in all the boxes now. Ooh, that's pretty. We have 980 Pro 1 terabyte M2 drive. And all the accompanying crap that comes with it. No, stay in there. Don't pull a Linus. Alright, so I'm going to move this for just a minute so I can prep everything here. And I love the new motherboard designs with the back panel already built on. There's nothing worse than trying to get a back panel to go in properly, especially if the case is not a high quality case and the frame is slightly bent. Not fun times. So I am assuming there's our secondary. I'm assuming our primary is going to be under this heatsink. I don't ever read instructions. Yep. And we got a little plastic slip off there. You got to remember to pull that off when you're building a system. Otherwise, it's not going to go into that sticky heatsink compound that's behind it, and it won't dissipate the heat properly. And it might, yep, needs to stand off. Oh, that's nice. It actually has a screw top on it, so you can actually tighten it up. Don't want to tighten it too much, but I want to get it so that it's not loose and it eventually rattles out. So this goes on after. Oh, come on. It's hard to use my thumb right now because it's sore from sanding it off. If you haven't seen that, you could watch that video. My last live video where I too tight. My last live video where I sanded my thumb and my thumbnail off. So that wasn't really. So I guess it's held down just by that. Okay. So it's different with that heat spreader. I've never used one of these heat spreaders before. The early M2s came without them. And so apparently it doesn't work unless you just go straight into this last one. So no big deal. Now I gotta be able to get that back off. Where's my screwdriver? So it just holds it down with the last one. So it's not actually screwed down. It's being held in place only by the heat spreader. And I don't really like that design, because this could vibrate and slide out. No, I guess it still needs the... Yeah, it still needs that in order to hold it in place so it doesn't break. Yeah, it's been 2 years since I built a PC, and they didn't have this kind of newfangled technology when I was building them. Now the M2s, yes, but these heat spreaders on them, you could buy them aftermarket, but they weren't like this. So I guess heat spread it and then screw it onto this one. Oh my goodness, I can't control my thumb. It feels so weird being sanded off. Alright, so it looks like it's holding it in place properly. I'm not getting any wiggle. A little bit. Not enough to be concerned about. I think that'll be fine. Alright. And we have a 4x8 kit. 64 gigabytes. 32 gigabytes. Did I say 64? 32 gigabytes. Nice little heat spreaders on these. Maybe down the road I'll upgrade this to 64 or 128. I don't have Linus type money. And I don't have Linus type sponsors. So we have, where is the triangle? I don't see the triangle on this one. Normally they print a triangle on the board to show you where the chip goes. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Holy cow, I need glasses. Where are my glasses? I need glasses. Well, I guess I don't have glasses. Oh, maybe I stuck them in the drawer. Nope, but I do need a tissue. Oh, sorry, I just did that right into the microphone. I wasn't even thinking. Yeah, it's time to turn the air conditioning on. I don't know what I did with my glasses. Okay. Looks like an arrow. Close enough. We'll find out. It's pretty. All right. And what did I do with the heatsink? Aha. Ooh, the peel. Ooh. Come on, get off there, you bastard. Seriously. Got that crap off there. That's pretty though. This is a nice looking board. I am just hoping though that the footprint of this will actually fit. So, how does this even go? I'm guessing that I need to remove those and mount it that way. Because that's how the screws line up. So, I will have to remove this real quick. No, I don't even know if this is in the screen. Always doing that. I always forget. Here I am putting crap on the board and you guys can't even see it. So this has got a back plate that apparently the heatsink doesn't require. I don't know if I like that. I might be going with that other heatsink. I don't know if that one's going to be any better though. So I don't know if I like going without the extra heat spreader on the back. Oh, it doesn't. These actually screw right down into the heat spreader. Nice. It's not the clips like you'd see on the Intel ones where they're just like little plastic clips that spread when you put them in. So that's nice. These actually screw directly down into that back plate. So that's very nice. If I can just get it to screw in. And I'm going to go in a crisscross pattern so that it doesn't really need to on this because it is a metal plate covering the die. But when you do something for so long, you tend to always do it that way. That one didn't want to screw in. Alright, back to this one. I'm going to screw all these in until they stop, because there is a stopping point. The Intels, you clip them until you turn them until they clip. These you actually have to screw all the way in. Alright, so we got a nice and secure heatsink. I'm going to take that back off. I forgot to put on the, remove the old compound and put on the Arctic Silver. And I definitely want to use that because I'm going to be pushing this CPU hard doing editing. And I want to make sure that it survives all of that. So we get some better compound on there. That means I have to scrape off the old crap first. Alright. Wow, it transferred almost every bit of that already. Well, I guess it made it easier to get off the heatsink. Great. Clean this up real quick. Everybody laughs at me how I do my CPUs, but I do a good job at everything that I do, so I'm not worried about what other people think. I've been building computers for, God, 30 years now. Yes, I'm old as hell. And I'm sure if Linus watches this, he'll make fun of me that I'm not doing it right or something. Love you, Linus. I'm going to put that this side. Give it a little bit more space. That way I can move the cable over easier. Should have done that one a little first. It's all good. Like I said, these are metal plates covering the die, and you really don't have to worry about it like you do on the old Intel processors, where you can just chip off a corner of the die and render your CPU absolutely useless. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn the air on. We are good on these. Let me turn the air on real quick. Gotta love apps. Ooh, nice and warm. Let's see, it is 75 in the house. That explains things. Let's turn that down to 73. 81 outside. And it's been raining for a week and a half straight, and I'm about tired of it. I'm ready to paint again. Alright, so I'm going to get me a drink real quick. And into action. Live from the studio. Let's see. Crap. What did I do? Crap. 10:55. That was 15-20 minutes ago. What did I do, Slim? Did I screw something up? Oh, man, I've got audio going on this. I could hear myself talking in the past tense here. Let me turn my audio off. There we go. Yeah, how are you guys doing today? I see Dumb Bass and Slim Shady in here. Let me pour my drink mix into my water bottle. And I will get back to building this beauty. I'm not going to do any of the software on video. I'm just going to do that real quick on my own. But this is just to show you the system as I build it real quick. Probably be about another 30 minutes and I'll be done. No optical drives. I've got another SSD to pop in there once I find it. But other than that, it's just a basic little system. Kool-Aid. All right. So we're going to do, nope, won't fit that way. Oh well, I was hoping it'd go that way so I could hide it, but not long enough. Try to keep cable management looking good here. Keep things out of the way. Yeah, it's not, doesn't look like it's going to be a bad fan. It's got some heavy duty ball bearings in it. So I think that'll be a decent fan. We'll see. I'll run some hardcore tests on it, see what kind of temperatures I get, and then I'll swap it out with the other fan that I got and see if it's any better. But from everything that I've read, these fans that they include with the Ryzens are really, really nice. They work really good. So I don't think that will be an issue. More parts. So I'm going to clean some of this crap up. Another M2 screw. Throw that in the box. Sticker in the box. And we'll start putting things into the case now. And these are the fans. Just to have some fun. I've got some LED fans. So this light up, make it look all pretty. And I'll add those in near the end. Oh, I just set the fans down on the case. Actually, I should probably add the fans in first because it might get in the way. Maybe. I like that it has the metallic filters on it, although they don't really filter that well. Dog hair, cat hair, that's really about all they're good for. Which I have a cat and there's a dog in the house, so it will work. Now before I go popping this in, I want to make sure the post holes match up with where the screw holes are. Because if you put it down and mount it down to the board and there are extra posts, you will destroy the back side of your board. You will destroy your whole board. Will not work after that, most likely. I don't see, it didn't come with any more screws because somebody opened the case and it didn't have the accessories in it. So I'm going to have to try to find my extra case screws. Oh. Ooh, piece of candy. Oh, I've been looking for those. My cutting disc. Okay, not in there. Ooh, full gig of memory though. Set that aside. I might need that for my laptop. Oh, get in there. Might help if I turn it the right direction. There it is. That's what I was looking for. And I found a memory card I was looking for. Hell yeah. Good deal. So now I got posts. I'm going to double check to make sure they're the right height. You can always do that by flipping them upside down. And see if they match the height of the other post. And they do. So these will work. So I need... Where are those at? I need on A, AM, and that one. Okay. So I need to set this down here so I can actually see. So that one goes there. And then we have this one. Maybe. And I don't like that fan being there while I'm putting this board in. So I'm going to pull that fan out because it's making me slide the board across the post. And I don't want to slide the board across the post to get it in place. This is kind of a cheap design here. I don't know if I'm very happy with this case. I might wind up getting another one. Because like this screw, it went all the way through, mounting it in. So it's not even on the top side. Oh, and I lost one. Thankfully, I got spares. I gotta remove that anyway, so it's no big deal. Alright, so now we should be able to get the board in there easy without scraping anything. So, we don't need one. Let's see, 1, 2. So there's none there. Oh, so it doesn't even have the spots for it. Because there's a blank spot in the case there. It's got one there. It's got one there. I guess it's got one everywhere it can have one. Okay. Alright. And case screws. I don't think I have enough. We will find out. I may have to go to the store to buy some more screws. Now I'm not screwing all these in yet, all the way, because I want to line up everything before I tighten them down. That way there is no sliding on the board. I see, like this one, is that one lining up? Yeah. So I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I can actually mount on this board. I don't like that. I wish it had all the available mounts able to be populated on this case, but apparently not. These are cheap screws, man. at least I have enough screws then, because I've got 6 of the board screws. No, I got 7. Alright. So we have all but 1 in. All but 2 in. And then I will start plugging everything into the system. I had that other screw. What did I do with it? Ah. And, no, bastard. I hate having shaky hands. I had somebody the other day ask me why my hands shake. They asked me if I had Parkinson's or something like that. No. I've had this issue since I was a child. I have severe ADHD. I was never able to sit still as a child. Feet tapping, everything. I mean, if it could move on my body, it was constantly moving. And I've had the shakes in my hands since I was like 6, 7 years old that I can remember. And doctors say it happens a lot with people that have ADHD. So such is life. Didn't get to be a doctor. Oh well. And I'm not tightening any super tight. I basically get them to the point where they won't turn anymore with just me, twisting the screwdriver, not actually putting any force on it. And then I do it about 1/8 of a turn past that. That will keep it won't strip, but it will keep it secure enough that it won't come undone either. So we've got all of them done. That one. That one. That one. Yep, all good. And now, oh, don't tell me. Okay, good. I was gonna say this better not be one where the power supply has to go in through the top, because then I would have to take the board back out. I've actually seen a couple of cases like that, and I can't stand them. It's like, why? You make it so that if somebody's power supply ever goes out, that they basically have to disassemble their entire computer in order to get the thing out to replace it. Top of case, facing down, fan drawing in, blowing out. Does this have option to blow up? It does, but it's against the SSD slots, so I'll just do it this way. And I know it gave me black screws somewhere. I think of some of the most inappropriate things at the absolute worst times. I will not fill you in on what I was thinking. Let's see. This is a pain in the ass one. Sorry, you're not going to be able to see this for a minute, but it doesn't want me to line it up properly sitting on its side. Oh, I can't even see the damn holes. There it is. All right. These screws don't stop. Come on. There you go. Thought they were stripped right out of the box. What? Seriously? It's only got 3 slots for screws on the top. Can't be right. Pull my flashy light out. The bottom ones are not lining up. That doesn't make any sense. Let me pull that one back out. See if maybe it slides down a little bit more. No. Let's see what go on that one. There we go. That'll work. Like I said, there are different size power supplies, and this one, the footprint's not as big. And so it doesn't match up with the outside holes. It only matches up with the inner holes, which is no big deal. And I actually like that it's a smaller power supply. And this is an 80 platinum. So I'll be using less electricity off this new machine than my old machine, which is only, I think, a gold. And the chip uses more power too. So, are you freaking serious? You're not gonna... Yeah, the screws on this case are not lined up properly. The screw holes, they don't match the standard for the power supplies. Or the power supply is not standard, but I doubt that. More likely to be the case of a single manufacturer than a power supply manufacturer making it for all cases. So, yeah, like I said, I'm sorry, this is not the best video angle right here, right now, because of me having it sitting upright. But honestly, I'm almost done anyway. And we're basically looking at cabling and adding the GPU. And that's really about it. And the fans. Alright. Holy cow, it's hot in here. Let me move these back into the case. Get those out of the way. We can put this back down. Now, normally I would have already plugged the board in. Plugged the board in, tested everything. I'm not worried about it. I'm doing this for the video. I'm not doing this to troubleshoot, so if there's anything wrong with it off camera when I go to install Windows, I'll deal with that then. This is just so you guys have something to watch. So, most of my connectors are going to be over here. So we're going to go the rear entry. We're going to go in the rear. Yeah, that didn't sound very pleasant. And now I can't because it's too wide. I have to do this one because I don't feel like pulling out power supply again. So I'll get that to work. And then I'll put these through the smaller one. Cable management is crucial. And these should all be going in the same spot too. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to make a little hook. And I'm going to twist these off temporarily, and so I can go back with some Velcro and get everything cleaned up. All right. Let me check messages. No more messages. And only me watching now. Nobody loves me. Sorry, I got to get a drink. Drink in a vape. 2 bits. Let's see how this affects the audio. I had to turn the fan on. It's getting really hot in here, and the air conditioning ain't cooling it down fast enough in here. Let's see. That's a pretty view. Although I tell you what, I still like that white case better. Oh well. That's life. Can't always get what you want. Sounds like a song. And there goes my head. Let's see. We have USB 3.0 there. Oh, that's actually good because it's good that I put that there. Because it didn't need to go all the way into the other one. Back side. Which means I can't place an SSD in that slot. Stupid. And these, we have our regular USB, which is going to be right next to it. So that one can go out a little bit. Oh, we got high definition audio, goes in the back. And of course, there's no tab on this. Let's see. Well, if it doesn't work one way, I'll plug it in the other. Oh, there's a pin. I forgot about that mystery pin. So it goes like that. And then we will push that out. And I'll tie everything up on the inside once I get all these cables in here. And it's going to look nice and purty. Yep, those got to go on the other side, though. Because that one is over here. That one's over here. Nobody knows the troubles I feel. Where's this one going? This should be USB, which is right at the base. Push that down, and we will use this one to block it off. And then everything will be in there nice and cozy. Nice and cozy. See, ain't that pretty? I get this one nice and tied up. And then we need to put that in. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put the cables in for the power supply. And that is a bitch to get in with that. Oh, does this allow me to remove it? I might be able to remove the hard drive bay. Yup. Good, so that'll make things a little easier. And normally I would remove this completely, but I have a... Oh, there's the screw kit. Son of a bitch. Normally I'd remove the drive bay, but I am going to be sticking a 6 or an 8 terabyte 3.5 in here. So I need to make sure I have plenty of room for that. Power supply. This one goes to the CPU. So we will find in here where the CPU is. And I don't see it. Of course, it's like only half of it is labeled. Nope, they're up top. I just can't see it. Alright. Get this plug in here. Goes this way. Wait, is that right? No, it's not right. Derp. Now, of course, I'm trying to plug this into the furthest one because, well, it's the second from the furthest and the furthest ones that this slots into. But I want to plug it in to the furthest to keep it out of the way of the other cables. Alright, that one's in. So that's our CPU cable. And I wish I would have plugged these in first. But what can you do? Sometimes you get excited about what you're working on and you don't really think about what you should do. You just think about what you want to do. And what I want to do is get this up and running. So this one goes in this slot, which it does not want to fit. There we go. And I'm kind of using those cables down here in order to, or this cable to block those cables to kind of like guide them how I want them to be. And it helps a lot with cable management. Yeah, I know. I'm blocking the view. So we have our power cable in there. I'll plug these in a minute. Get the rest of these cables in here. Now this one should be for the motherboard. Why does it not say? Oh, Jesus, it's hot. That's the one. So now we have our board power, which this needs to go. Really? Doesn't use the extra power? Oh yeah, it does. It's just short. Oh, I don't like this board. I mean, this case, because it doesn't have support on the back side. It'll be fine once I get it into its home, but it's just really, really annoying that this case is not designed. I mean, it's designed for the full, but like this is like halfway in between a standard ATX and a full-size ATX. A lot of them come out to like this part right here. See these extra screw posts? But not this one. Not this one for some reason. All right. It's looking good though. It's going to be a pretty little machine. So, I now have pretty much everything in here. I need the power for the video card. Oh God, this is a beast. I mean, this is easily 30% larger than my Founders Edition, and probably about 2 pounds, 3 pounds heavier. I mean, this thing is a beast. So we've got 2 of these. All right, find the other one. This thing's going to use a lot of power. Where's the other PCIe? There it is. Which way does this thing go? Tiny, 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 big. Tiny, tiny. Because the tiny goes into the back of the power supply, and then the big goes to the video card. Ooh. I forgot how much work this is when you do it standing up. I'm used to sitting down when I do things like this. Okay, that's my dedicated PCI Express. Okay. I should probably put in my SATA power before I get to this, because it is all the way in the back for these. And I won't be able to get to it if I do the video first. So we're going to do 3 of these just for giggles, just in case I do need something else down the road. That way I don't have to dig and try to get back into the inside of this case. I will add in one for the old 3.5 inch hard drives, the old Molex, and just to have that set aside, and then a secondary SATA, because I should be having eventually 4 or 5 drives in this, and I want to make sure I have room for down the road. So this can stay in here, and the other SATA can come out. We will put this one. I'm going to put it down here because of the hard drive. We'll leave this last one to power the hard drive. And then, wow, there's actually a SSD caddy or spot, two of them actually, on the back side of the board here. So this board's got a lot of space for adding drives. That's very nice. But I don't think it's going to get much cooling being on the back side of the motherboard, so I would never put one back there. Let's get this out through here. With a primary M2, a storage 3.5, and another storage SSD for speed, I won't need all those extra ones. If I do decide to go with something else, it's going to be an external drive. That way I can move it around. But I don't see a need for another internal drive. Alright, so we've got that. That looks good. Let me throw in the video now. The cables for the video. And then I can be done with that side of the case. And this has two dedicated 12-volt rails. So this, I think this should be able to support 2 cards if I were to have ones that were supported, which I don't. But if I ever down the road decide I want to upgrade it, that could be a possibility without having to get a new power supply. So we got this in here. Now all we got to do is put in the power header cables. And that's a bitch without glasses. I'm going to have to go to the store and buy some cheapos today because I can't see and I don't know what I did with them. No glasses. Nope. All right. Let me find this board manual so I can see what it says about the colors maybe, because I can see the colors but I can't see what's written on the board. Old age is a bitch. Insulation, memory expansion card connectors, 12. All right. That into the CPU? No, I did not. I have to change that. System fan. I don't even see the CPU fan. LED CPU. System fan. LED CPU. No, I need that for the LEDs. Oh, that is a CPU fan. Okay. No, I can't get it back in. Get in there. All right. So we have a pretty machine now. This is looking gorgeous. Nice little mirror finish down here. Let's see. power LED, reset switch. Still can't see it. 4-channel. Oh, there it is. Front panel. Hard drive activity 1, 2, 1, 2. Of course, I still can't see the damn. Oh, maybe I can see that. Oh, goodness. It's too shiny on the board for me to read the board, but without the light, it's too dark for me to read the board. If I could just read the 1. Hard drive. Okay, so it is in the right direction. PLED positive, PLED negative. So we've got power, hard drive, reset. This is the hard drive. Hard drive. So this one goes on the bottom. Oh my God, this damn camera. It goes on the bottom. This one goes here. Reset switch. Goes next to the hard drive. And then I have power switch, which goes next to the power LEDs. Oh, son of a bitch, get in there. All right. So we now have everything in here that we need, other than the video. Where is all those cables? Trying to pull these through. I will make that side look pretty later, but as long as the inside's pretty, that's all I care about right now. Because a pretty inside means a cool inside. That shit's cool. Alright. And time for our Butamus video card. Seriously, they make this a pain in the ass to get unwrapped. And then again, I know why Linus drops everything. Because almost everything he handles is bigger than him. He's so small. Yeah, I've been watching Linus for years. Purdy. 3 DisplayPort and 1 HDMI. Got all the plastic off. All right. Holy Jesus. It takes up almost the entire case. Now we need to pull those out. Yeah, I may have to replace this case down the road. I'm not very impressed with it. I mean, it's definitely a pretty case, but it's not, I don't know, it's just not very sturdy. It's not as sturdy as I would expect it to be. It just seems like a cheap Chinese case that I should have been able to get for $25 without a power supply instead of over $50 without a power supply. And I don't like the fact that this is right over the it's right over the M2 drive slot. And I don't really like that. It's not very smart. What the hell? Seriously? How do I mount that down? I guess are all cases going to shit like this now where it just pushes down on it? That doesn't make any sense. There's no screw holes. Ooh. Bastards. It's like, why the hell would you do that? That's like stupid. I've never seen anybody put a protector on a back plane of a card before. That just kind of just blows my mind a little bit. But you know, whatever. If you find that necessary, by all means, put one on. I think it's dumb as shit, but whatever. Alright, so we got our SATA and our, oh, where'd the other one go? Should actually plug the SATA cables in first, but I'll be able to get to those. It's not a big deal. It's it'll just be a little bit tight. And these are tight too. Jesus. I don't want to put this around the front because I don't want it to get in the way of the fan. That'll work. Alright, so we have a pretty system now. I'm going to throw this back in here and close this bad boy up and start working on installation of the software. But that should be it for now. I don't see needing to be back in here other than doing the fans, but I'm not going to do the fans right now. I want to get this up and running, make sure everything's stable. Oh, what am I doing? And then I'll mess with the fans. Because the fans are going to make things hard to get to. And I don't want to have to worry about fans if I have to pull stuff out of the system again. And I will just add those in later. And this has a nice little tempered glass side, so it will show off the lights really well. My old case for my other system has LEDs on it, but it doesn't pop. But it's an old case. It's like a 10-year-old case, and it wasn't designed for LEDs. You know, you got no way for the light to escape out the front if you have the front-mounted LED fans, and the back didn't show it very well, and the top, it doesn't really show it. I mean, I get a glow, but that's really about it. So for right now, I am done, and I am going to move on to something else, i.e. installing the software for this. And hopefully within the next couple hours, I will have this bad boy up and running. Oh wow, I had all that zoomed back in. How did I not zoom back out? Or is that zoomed all the way out? I think that's zoomed all the way out. All right, guys, I will end this here, and hopefully I don't have any issues with setting up the operating system. And stay tuned. I have another God, I can't think today. I have another Nintendo 64 video coming out. The LEDs and the presentation. I got to wait for the damn rain to go away. It's actually starting to get sunny out today, but that means all the water on the ground is starting to steam up and go into the atmosphere. You know, I really don't like painting when it's 90% humidity outside. And so I got to finish up the clear coat on the white system. I've got to do the gaming off the grid case, and I got a couple other things that I want to finish off, including my the Mountain Dew case that I might be giving away here soon. It needs a couple more coats of paint and a clear coat. All right, guys. Thank you as always. Remember to like and subscribe. You will see a button somewhere, and just click it. Share. Show me some love, and I will see you in the next video.